At the end of my video on the new college cheating scandal about the UK and US students getting their essays written by highly intelligent people in Kenya, there was a story I was going to tell y'all at the very end. Well, before I became an IT manager, I had was given an assignment, and I was still just working in IT as an engineer. And I was given this assignment by my director to do a report on upgrading everything that was, in our control room. So I went in there. I got all kinds of estimates. I talked to a bunch of different companies that could come in and help us do, the switch over and migrate everything, and got a complete cost, including upgrading the computers. So once I got all of that information gathered, I wrote a really detailed report. I wrote this report from scratch myself. And it had all of the details in it, the specs of the new equipment, what it would cost to do the entire overall upgrade. Well, there was another man in the office, and he had another part of that same assignment, but he was doing something entirely different from me. So it took me about 2 weeks to build up this report to turn in to my director. So I finalized the report. In fact, when I finished it up working from home. So not only did I have this essay on my computer at work, I had it on my laptop at home, just working on it little by little over a 2 week period. So when it was done, I gave it to my director, and the other guy that was working on the same report, but he was doing something different, he didn't get it done. Okay. He did not get it done. So what this idiot did, this was hilarious. What he did, he took, he found my report that was on the network at work. He took my name off of the report. This really happened, y'all. He took my name off of my report, and he put his name on the report, and he gave it a different date. He turned it in to the same director. And see, the director knew it was me because I had turned the report in first. Not only that, I had a previous date on the report, not to mention the one I had on my machine at home and the one that I had on my computer at work also predated the date that he had on the report. Plus, I had emailed this director asking several questions on things he wanted in the report. So I had those emails interacting with him, and those emails also predated anything he had. So it was easy for me to prove it was my report. So this fool took my name off, put his name on, and turned the same exact report into the same director. And I didn't know it initially until he came to me. The director came to me and said, I need to talk to you. And I said, okay. So I went into his office and he showed me the report. He said he took your name off of your report and put his name on it. And I looked at it. I said, nope, that's my report. And he says, yeah, I know it's your report. He knew it was me, you know. But this is what this guy did. This is why I'm telling y'all, they cheat in everything. They cheat in everything. You know, had I not put that report out there, he really would not have been able to turn anything in. He didn't know what to do. He literally did not know what to do. So instead of doing his own work, he tried to steal mine. I will never forget that. And ladies and gentlemen, he got caught. He got caught. He got taken into the office, and, they didn't fire him then, but eventually this guy got fired. He did get fired eventually. I think it was like maybe a few months after that incident, he got fired. He dropped the ball on something once again. I can't remember what he did offhand. It's been a long time. But he failed to do his work. No, I know what it was. I know, I'm remembering now. He was on call. Like each weekend, we would rotate being on call. And when you were on call, if a server went down, it was your responsibility to get the server back up. And we would rotate that around on a schedule. Anybody that worked in IT, we were placed on a schedule, and we were on 24-hour call for a weekend. And he was supposed to be on call a particular weekend, and he and his girlfriend went away for the weekend. And I believe a server went down, and they tried to call him all weekend long, and they could not get him. So when he returned back to work, he was fired. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's why I'm telling you, the cheating is just not at the college level. They cheat all through their careers too. They do. They cheat all through their careers. And don't believe that all that work they be doing, they've done it themselves. They don't do a lot of that work, they don't even do themselves. I even had an incident where, when I was still working in IT, I was helping this woman out because she was having a problem getting into her software application. She actually called me up. She was a secretary to one of the vice presidents in the company. She had to do this report for him. She actually called me up and asked me if I would do it for her. And I told her no. I said, I got my own work to do. I can't do your work and mine. But she called me up. I told my manager too. She called me up on the phone and wanted me to write this report she was supposed to do for this vice president. So that's how I know. I've encountered this stuff when I was out there working in corporate America. So I just wanted to tell y'all that story, and I forgot to put it on the end of that college cheating scandal video. And I'm not the only one. And many of you got stories too. Trust me, you live out here long enough. You have these experiences, and I know I'm not the only one. I also had a close friend that was an assistant bank manager, and they would never give her the manager position. She was a black female. They would not give her, but she was training every single bank manager coming in the door, but they would not give her this position. And these managers would stay maybe a year, 2 years, and then they would just up and leave and go get a position somewhere else. But she would train each and every one of them. She was there for 10 years, training new bank managers, and they would not give her this job. They kept her as the assistant bank manager. Now, how rotten is that? But she was the one training every single one coming in the door. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I wanted to tell you. But please tell me what you think. These things happen all the time. More common than uncommon. Trust me on this one. I know firsthand. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.